So it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon in early June, after a week of lots of rain and dark heavy clouds. We finally got some nice weather. The temperature is around 14 degrees Celsius. There's a slight wind, but not too heavy. And I decided to go for a walk here at Sele. I parked at the Sele harbour, and I'm walking towards the northern direction. There's another beach up here. And today I wanted to compare the DJI Pocket 3 with the DJI Action 5 Pro. So right now I'm on the Pocket 3 and I have put on the wide angle lens. I don't know if there is much difference. This is with the filter on, and if I remove it, this is what you get. And if I put it back on, did you see any difference? I can't see any difference on the little screen, but maybe there is a slight difference. It's very peaceful out here. So the main advantage of the Pocket 3 is of course the built-in gimbal, which gives pretty smooth footage, especially for walking shots like this. But the Action 5 Pro has a pretty good digital stabilization. So these are the two cameras I will be talking about today. The Action 5 Pro and the DJI Pocket 3. Lately I've been using mostly this Action 5 Pro camera because it's very tiny. If you don't have any selfie stick, you can just have this tiny little thing just tuck it in your pocket and it's ready to go. You can vlog handheld like this, or you can just attach it magnetically to something like this, which will allow you to just put it in front of you if you want to do a talk to the camera while you're sitting. The Pocket 3, on the other hand, is a little bit more advanced, because you have the gimbal that you can, by tapping the joystick 3 times, you can turn the lens towards yourself, or you can film what's in front of you. So about the Pocket 3, if you remove the battery handle and just keep it in the minimalist form like this, it is very easy to just put it in your pocket, and whenever you see something you want to film, you can just take it out, flip the screen, and it is ready. And whenever you're finished filming, you just flip the screen back and the camera turns off, and back in your pocket it goes. So it's a very handy little thing. It's very inconspicuous, and if you're walking around like this, it's totally different compared to having a full frame camera with a big lens, especially if you're in a city or somewhere where there's a lot of people around, and also if you feel you're getting into a more sketchy area, you can easily just flip it off, put it in your pocket, and continue walking. The Action 5 Pro is also very small and easily pocketable, and you can just by pushing the on button, it starts recording almost immediately. Well, first I have to turn it off, but it was completely turned on like this. And the best thing about it is that you have this front screen that you can easily see yourself if you're vlogging like this. And here you get a very wide shot, and I have the horizon stabilization on, and it's very precise. Even if I wobble my camera like this, it keeps the horizon steady. And also the main difference here is that it doesn't blur the background like the Pocket 3 does. But if you're filming things in front of yourself, then I think the Pocket 3 has better footage. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take both these cameras and I will walk down this beach here, and I will film with both cameras simultaneously, and then we can compare the footage from both cameras. I will also test out the internal microphones. I do have a DJI Mic 2 that I can use with both cameras, but it'll be kind of interesting just to see what kind of audio can I get straight from the cameras. Okay, so now I'm walking with both cameras. I have the Pocket 3 on that side and the Action 5 on that side. And as I'm walking this way now, I am kind of backlit. The sun is behind my left shoulder. And if I turn around, I can see that the Pocket 3 is a bit more, it's a bit narrower, it's a bit tighter. The shot is tighter. But how's the audio? These are just the internal microphones on both cameras. And if I turn around and film what's in front of myself now, so I'm walking down this cobblestone beach. So this is the audio coming from the DJI Action 5 Pro when it is connected to the Mic Mini. One of the advantages with this camera is that you can very quickly just flip it around, and if you want to show something on the video, and then you can go directly back to yourself. While on you can of course do the same with the gimbal on the Pocket 3, but the movement is a bit slower and not so instant. And you have to use the little joystick to adjust the viewing angle and everything. But with the Action 5 Pro, it's just a little flick on the wrist if you want to place yourself on the left or the right side of the shot. If you want to point out something, you can place yourself on the correct side of the screen with a very easy flip. So that's one of the reasons why I actually prefer in many instances the Action 5 Pro over the Pocket 3. But maybe the main reason is because the Pocket 3 has this very fragile gimbal, so I'm always scared of breaking it, even when it's just laying in my pocket. And another important thing is, of course, that the Action 5 Pro is completely waterproof, so you can use it in all kinds of weather, even rain. You can even use it underwater if you're out swimming. So of course, if you try to do that with the Pocket 3, it would get destroyed because it has zero water sealing at all. You can always just carry the camera in your hand. You don't need a selfie stick. But of course, one of the advantages of having a selfie stick, like this little GoPro thing that I have here, is you can easily just set the camera down and have a sit down. I imagine this to be very practical for like travel bloggers. Whenever you go inside a restaurant or a cafe or anything like that, you can just prop the camera down on the mountain on the table in front of you, and yeah, very handy. And it's so small. You can place it in the corner of a table. It doesn't take up much space compared to like a full frame camera. And I think the image quality is it's quite okay. It is 4K, and it looks. I think the colors are very sharp and clear. So yeah. So I'm back on the Pocket 3 with the wide angle lens adapter on, and the audio is coming from the Mic Mini. So today I've been shooting in normal 10-bit color mode on both cameras. I have kind of given up on the D-Log-M color profile because it just introduces an extra step in the editing, and I'm always looking for the most minimalist and easy setup. Just want a grab-and-go solution. So both of these cameras have excellent footage. Of course, I could have spent a lot of time studying and trying to learn how to color grade the footage, but that's not my cup of tea. I'm not interested in that, and whenever I have tried, I never get it right. It always looks a bit washed out. So for just this kind of vlogging, or when I'm hiking, or if I'm traveling, this is good enough. It's better than shooting on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, because here I have a screen, I can see myself, and also I prefer to keep the phone in my pocket to avoid all those annoying notifications always popping up on my screen. I want to immerse myself in the place I'm going to and enjoy the view and the nature and the fresh air. So yeah, it's better to have like a designated camera for these kind of things. So after having tested both these cameras from DJI, I think I've come to the conclusion that most of the type of filming that I do, it's like this. I'm out in nature somewhere, walking along a beach, or going through a forest, or going up a mountain. And also because the weather here in Norway is always shifting. You can go from sun and nice temperatures, and suddenly the weather flips, and you have pouring rain. And in these kind of conditions, I think that in 8 of 10 situations I would bring the Action 5 Pro camera. But if I were like traveling to a big city somewhere, just walking, looking at all the sights and going in museums, generally just sightseeing, maybe I would prefer to bring this camera, because what I do like is you can hold the camera down horizontally and just flip the gimbal up so it's filming straight ahead, and you're just holding your hand down, so nobody will notice that you're actually filming, especially if you're entering a restaurant, or you're jumping on a bus or a train or an airplane. This camera is more handy for those kind of things, because you get the steady shots, and also the low light capability of the Pocket 3 is still better than the Action 5 Pro. So this is a little fisherman's harbour, a very peaceful and nice place. And I like these colorful little houses or sheds. I guess that's where they keep their fishing equipment and stuff. So one of the big advantages with the Pocket 3 is the follow mode. So the gimbal will keep following me if I'm moving around until a certain extent. It can't move 360 degrees, but it can move pretty far. So it's kind of like having an extra cameraman in your crew. So I was talking about the pocketability of both these cameras. That's very handy compared to using like a full frame camera like this Canon R8. And I'm not even sure if the picture or the footage looks better in this camera or not. So if you're going if you're going on a trip and you just want to bring one camera, of course you have to bring the full frame camera if you want to mostly catch or make pictures and just want to do some random videos. Then of course this solution here, I have the 35mm f1.8 lens with built-in image stabilization on. So if you have the extra battery handle and the mini tripod on your Pocket 3, you can easily vlog. Like if you're sitting down somewhere, you can just place the camera in front of yourself and film and have the gimbal follow you around. Very handy. So that was a nice little evening walk. I enjoyed it very much. The temperature was very pleasant, 14, now it says 15 degrees. There was a slight breeze, but it was coming from the south, so it was mild and was very quiet out there. Not a lot of people walking, running and interrupting. So that's the best thing if you want to make a video. Especially if you are an introvert videographer, so then places like that is perfect. So I'm interested to hear what you, my viewers, if I have any, what do you think about these two cameras? Which one do you prefer and why? So I don't know if I actually drew a conclusion after testing these two cameras. I like both cameras, and I think I might just be randomly picking which camera to use whenever I go somewhere, unless I know that the weather is going to be bad, especially if there's a chance of having rain. Then of course I will always pick the Action 5 Pro. But for walking shots, like if you're just walking through a street in a city or something and just want to film the view as you're moving down the street, I think maybe the Pocket 3 is more easy to just hide. Like if you're just holding it waist height and just keeping it horizontal and just pointing the gimbal straight ahead, and also the gimbal will make the footage more stable, even though the stabilization in the Action 5 Pro is excellent. So, but I don't know. But if I want to carry the least amount of equipment, I'll just randomly pick one. There is another big advantage with the Action 5 Pro, and that is the battery. You can buy cheap batteries. You can have a lot of batteries. Just bring them with you, and if you run out of juice, you can easily just swap the batteries. While on the Pocket 3 you have to buy another battery handle, and it's more bulky, and I think it's more expensive as well, because I have this portable charger, and it will recharge your battery if you put it back in. I have 2 spare batteries. They're actually batteries from my from the Action 4 that I sold, but I kept these 2 batteries, and they fit inside the Action 5, no problem. So I always know I have enough power, enough battery whenever I go out with the Action 5. And I also do have the impression that the battery lasts a little bit longer on the Action 5 Pro. I haven't done a scientific test, but that's just my impression. Of course, I had to end up behind a tractor with it's carrying a trailer full of manure. It's that time of the year. Every spring, early summer, you can smell it whenever you enter this region. And just as I'm driving behind that tractor, the smell is almost unbearable. Oh well. I'll just take this road instead.